Thank you all for stopping in to Mima's place today. Now I have another tutorial for you. It's actually 6x6 pads. But before I begin the tutorial, I just want to say thank you so much for those who've been asking for the templates. I have been trying to answer every email as quickly as I can and getting that template to you. Again, this particular tutorial that I'm posting today is going to also have a template. But if you're looking for a project that's 6x6 using 6x6 paper pad, this is your video. Now these are the various paper pads that I used, so that's why I'm putting them out here. I don't know if they're still out there. I know that these are some loose papers. These two are out there. These are both by Recollections. I don't buy too many of them, and I discuss it in the video why I don't. But anyway, that just gives you an idea of them. Again, thank you for stopping in today, and I'm going to show you what the project is. It's very simple, easy to do, and the ephemera, this is a die, and these are just dies that I had, and this is also from different projects leftovers, and I use them. They are a little tea light, and if you take the tea light out, we have 2 liqueur candies in here, and I put a little window right there. You don't need to do that on this one, particular one like this one. I didn't put a window on it. And you see that it goes right in there, the tea light. So this is another one. And then I did one where I didn't even put the plastic on it. Well, that's this one right here. This one doesn't even have the plastic on it, while the other ones do. So it's just various ones that you can make. They're pretty cute. They're very fast. And you enjoy making them. It's just so cute. I think this is the one we're making in the video. But just to give you an idea, I'm trying to put them all in the picture here. The tea light's coming out of them. All right, y'all. Well, stay tuned for the video. Again, thank you for stopping in today. I know there's other channels you can be watching, and I'm so glad that you stopped by mine today. I so appreciate it. All right, y'all. Moving on to the video, or the tutorial. We're going to get started with this project. But first, before I begin, I just wanted to let you know that it comes from this, I'm sorry about the glare. It comes from this Recollection paper pad 6x6. This is this year's, so you should be able to get it. It was on sale when I bought it. I don't know if it still is at Michael's. So this is the sheet that we're going to use out of that. It's double-sided. It's best that you have a double-sided, but if you don't, it's not a big deal. All right, so we're going to begin with my score buddy. I'm going to take it because it will fit within this. Now, I just want to let you know on this particular score buddy, you see it has the 7/8, 5/8, and 3/8, and that's what I really like about it. Excuse me for my voice; it's a little hoarse. Okay, so we're going to begin now, and we're going to score at, since they're both 6x6, so it doesn't matter which side you start on, with the exception that if you have directional, then it's going to matter, because this is going to be the top. This is going to be the top. So if you want it facing up like this, you want to make sure that you score accordingly. All right, so let's begin. 7/8 is our first score. Then 1 and 3/4. 2 and 5/8, 3 1/2, 4 and 3/8, and then 5 and 1/4. Oops. Then you're going to rotate it to the left, and you're going to score at 1 inch. Hold on just a second here. Let me go this way. Then you're going to move over to the 4-inch line, and you're going to score at 4 inches, then at 4 1/2. I'm sorry, I'm looking over the phone trying to see it. And then at 5. And that's all the scoring you're going to have to do. So I'm going to 4 inch and 5. Okay. I'm going to bring it up closer to the camera so you can see the scoring. So you have these score lines here, and then you have one down here. Now what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and burnish it or crease it, whichever way you want to refer to it as. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And then you want to create like a little mountain on here. And you have to be careful with your paper, because your paper, depending on the type of your paper, it can tear. I'm using this paper from Michael's, but oh well, I don't care for it. Let's put it that way. But anyway, that's how it's supposed to look, like that, just to give you an idea. And then you're going to go ahead and crease the bottom too, and then you're going to go ahead and start creasing all the sides as well. Your little tea light. Now this happens to be an old one, so they're actually a little bit bigger now, but that's why you have to you should go around, just kind of close it and make sure that it's going to fit inside of here, and this one does. Now the reason I'm doing that is that if you'll notice, we had a little bit of the excuse me, there was a little bit on this side that was only 3/4 versus the 1 inches. And the reason being is that if it's a little fatter or a little rounder, you're not going to seal it all the way to the very end. You're going to leave just a little bit of spot so that you can have enough room there. So that's why you want to measure it beforehand. Otherwise you'll be able to seal it all the way to the end. Hope that makes sense to everyone. Now what you're going to do, I'm looking for my scissors. Well, I don't know what I did with them, but here we go. What you're going to do is, before you start cutting, what I'm doing, some of them don't have a window in them, but I decided to put a window because I didn't want people asking what's in them. So I'm using this die right here from this set. This set, I don't know where I got it from. I've had it for some time, but if I can find it on Amazon, I'll link it below for you, okay? So I'm going to use this one right here. There might have been another one in between this, but if there was, I don't know what it was. I was thinking of using this one, but it's a little too fat. This one's a little thinner. And so what I'm going to do is take it over to my die cut machine, and I'm going to put a window right there. Now you don't have to do that, but if you want to, you can. So I went ahead and I put that strip on here, if you can see it. I don't know, there you go, see, you can see it. It's very tight, so you want to make sure, if you're going to do this, you're going to have to measure very precise, because you just have that tiny sides to work with. But you know, if you make a smaller hole, you'll have a bigger size. I just happen to use that one because that's what I have. And actually I glued it on the wrong side, because this was supposed to be my outside, but now this is going to have to be the outside. So oh well. Anyway, let's go ahead. Now you want to cut up on each one of these. So we're just going to cut up really quick here. And this is the bottom of it. And then you're on this last one, which is a 3/4 of an inch strip. That's the only one that's 3/4. You're going to minor it here. And then you want to put some, you're going to, well, in this case, it's going to go this way. It's going to go this way, excuse me. So you want to put your tape right here. I was going to put the tape, but I decided not to, because what I want to do is show you, and because it's easier on the puncher, is to make your holes. Now what you're going to do here is that you're going to make the hole right here on this middle line. So, excuse me, on this middle line right here. So what you're going to do, I'm just going to go right here, for example, and I'm going to take this is a 1-inch punch. You can also cut it with your scissors if you want to do it that way. But I'm going to take my 1-inch punch and I'm going to line it up between the top line and the bottom line. I don't want to go too far in. And then I'm going to punch it like that. So you have a hole like that, and you're going to go all the way to all the way around. You're not going to go all the way to, well, yeah. I'm just thinking because you want to glue this. So when you come to right here, just go ahead and glue it and then do your punch right there. So let's go ahead and do that. So when you finish it, it's going to look like this. And now you're going to use your score tape. And you're going to go ahead and now glue it together with the score tape. So I cut my score tape that way. All right. And then I'm going to take my little picky tool here. And I'm going to take that off. And since I know that the tea light matches perfectly, I actually don't need to measure. You know what I did wrong? Does anybody know? I put this, score tape was supposed to be on this side, but oh well. See, I like it when I do, well, I don't like it when I make mistakes, but I'd like for you to see the mistakes so you know that they are made. And I went ahead and I punched it, but I probably shouldn't have done that on there, but that's okay because we can always correct it. You'll see what it looks like afterwards. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to punch this as well. Okay, so we put all our punches in here. Now I just want to say something about the punches. You don't have to do it this way. In fact, if you use the punch board, it's probably a whole lot easier. I'm trying to do it this way so that people who don't have a punch board can know that they can either cut it by hand or they can use a puncher or the punch board. I mean, there's just so many different ways, and I don't want you to limit yourself by thinking there's no other way to do it, because my channel is all about making it easy for you and making it so resourceful that you can do it yourself. You don't need to buy a whole lot of different equipment. Now, having that equipment certainly is a lot easier, but if you can't afford it, you know, there's always these other ways. There's always a way around it. So that's what I'm trying to provide for every one of you, the way around it. Now what we're going to do here on this side is we're going to go ahead and we're going to put in our candy. So I'm using these Lindor chocolates. Whoops, it's going right through because I have to get this. I'm going to just bend it up and then put that right in there. Then you're going to go ahead and seal it. Now because I am using glue and I don't like to use glue necessarily with food, I'm making sure that the glue hits only the paper. So let's go ahead and hopefully I was in camera. I was talking and I wasn't even looking through at to see if I was in view for y'all. All right. So we're going to make this octagon shape here. We're going to turn it over. And you see, they can see their candies right here. Now this is what I was telling you about this paper. This is why I don't normally buy recollections. But I'm going to fix that so that that doesn't show because I don't like it. And then you put this in here. And this has a little knob on the bottom. So you turn it on. And it flickers like this. And then you put your decor around here, or ribbons, or whatever you want to do. I'm going to be putting some ribbon right here. So I ended up putting some bronze strips around this. I'm going to take that. I'm going to have to clean that glue off of there. But to cover that white part, because it was cracking. That's what I don't like about this. But I don't know. I'm unsure about this. The window turned out really good. I'm just not sure. Probably somebody else may not notice it, but I notice it, and I just don't like that. But anyway, this is how they are. So just to give you an idea of how this turned out, excuse me. So you don't have to do the certainly don't have to do the, what do you call it? The window. It is more difficult to get a thin one, but what you can do is you can measure it, cut it with a knife, and do it that way too, rather than use a die. All right, y'all. Well, this is what I ended up with. But I ended up putting a bow on here, and then I put this little bronze decor around here, and a couple of little, I don't know if you can see them, little decals here, and then the star here, and then obviously the window and the Lindor candies inside. So I hope you like my video. I do have a craft show this weekend, and so I have to get started on that. But I just wanted to put a tutorial out there really quick for you all, for those who want to continue making some crafts for their craft show. I'm going to actually feature this in my craft show as well. But there's a few other ones that I'm going to be showing you. I'm not going to feature in the craft show, obviously, because my craft shows will be over with. I'm doing my second one this weekend. Anyway, thank you all for stopping in to Mima's place today. I just want to let you know, Jesus loves you. I love you. And you all have a blessed day. Bye-bye until the next tutorial video. Bye.